to keep office hours. I was at ITT literally on a good week. I would come home on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And when I say come home, I mean to my home in Wilshire. Otherwise, I slept on the couch at my parents' house. Because I left on Monday morning, sometimes Sunday evening, and I didn't come home till the following Saturday. Well, in the meantime, I decided that I wanted to get this thing called a PhD, right? Piling it higher and deeper, right? You guys have heard of that? My doctorate in philosophy. Because the world still revolves around me at this point. I want to get my PhD, so I started taking the classes to get my PhD. So what did that mean? When I was home, what was I doing? I was working on schoolwork. I was sitting in front of a laptop day in and day out. The day that I decided that I wanted to get out of big boyhood and get into manhood was one Saturday afternoon when I came home and my wife met me at the door and she was bawling. And being the loving husband that I am, my first words out of my mouth were, "What is your problem now?" No compassion, no care for her, or the fact that for the last 3 years she has raised these kids by herself because I'm in Fort Wayne every day, being the man of the house, making money. Because that's all I thought we needed to do was money. Money coming in meant that everybody was happy, right? And that's not the case. She's crying and I said, "What's the matter? What is your problem now?" She said, "Your daughter wants to know if that guy that comes here on the weekend and types on his computer, is he coming this weekend too?" It was at that moment in my life that I realized that guy that my daughter was referencing was me. In her eyes, I was just some guy who showed up on the weekends, pulled up his laptop, and typed all weekend at the house. Kissed everybody goodnight, and left. It was at that point in my life that I realized I needed to make a change. I left an $85,000 job so that I could come teach at Parkway High School making $35,000 a year. Why? 2 reasons. 1, I wanted to be close to my family. And 2, I wanted to do something that I enjoy doing. And what I found at Parkway was an opportunity to still teach and teach business and teach a group of students that really wanted to learn. What I found at Parkway was an opportunity when I met with Coach to come and join this football team as a coach. He goes, "We got an opening in junior high football." Perfect. I'll take it. When I realized that I had an opportunity to be home with my family and still provide for my family, that was when I realized that I didn't need $85,000 a year. I didn't need to be gone all the time. My manhood started 3 years ago when I left my career to find my passion, to do what I want to do. Coach football, teach at high school, and enjoy life with my family. And that's what it takes to go from big boyhood to manhood, is thinking about who else is in your world and get your planet to orbit somewhere other than you. And I know I'm working on that, and I got a long way to go on that. My planet's kind of starting to move around and pick up some other orbits, but I still like things orbiting around me. Okay? We're never all the way into manhood. We're always a continual process. We'll find a way to get our universes all put together. And I think that's something that we need to work on together as a group, is we've got a lot of people who are like me. That whole world revolves around me. Okay? We need to take that next step. We need to start getting our planets to quit colliding, start getting them to orbit.